Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we are cracking open 8 Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions packs. Starting off with the Houndour sniffing the leftover Lepaberry in the jungle. Pinsir roaming around the Kanto Safari Zone. Dracloak high above the lake at sunset. Slowpoke sleeping on the beach while the waves lap upon him. Cypher Maniac's code-breaking trainer. A Hawlucha right outside of Geosinge Town. Professor Sada's Vitality Trainer. Professor Sycamore's Research Trainer for our first reverse. Yep. Great Tusk easily smashing down the tree with their foot for our second. And our rare of the pack is that oh so good Adrenabrain Monkey Dory hanging from the tree. Larvitar running away from the explosion behind them. Professor Oak's Research Trainer. Sneasel walking out from the ancient temple. Slowpoke lapping in the waves. A Carmine Trainer. An Ogremask Trainer. A Binding Mochi Trainer, there it is. Miltank running around the path surrounded by orange trees for our first reverse. Second would be the Houndour sniffing the leftover Lepaberry for a Pokeball, I think. And I barely see that Pokeball in the middle of the card there, but it's there. And our rare of the pack is a Lucario charging up an Aura Sphere to launch off at their opponent. Friends and Paldea Trainer, Arvin, Nimona, Penny, oh gosh. Every time. She has a normal name that's like Wana. No, not Wana. I don't know. I'll put it on screen and he's got a weird name that I'll also put on screen. Professor Rowan's Research. Houndour sniffing the leftover Lepaberry. Larry Skill Trainer as he stands outside the Elite Four. Lacey in front of the DLC wall. Ogremask Trainer. Janie's Secret Art Trainer. A Professor Oak's Research Trainer for the first reverse. Second would be a Pokeball Briar Trainer. And our rare of the pack is a very nice Pheasantipity coming in for a landing in the mountains for our holo rare. Badoo sitting amongst all the blooming flowers while they open up their pod on the top of their head, I guess it is. Fan Rotom high above the mountains, creating quite a gust. Riolu playing with her top at twilight. Duskull floating into the dense jungle at night. Slowking in the rain, happily waving. Ogremask Trainer once again. A Rescue Board Trainer. Carmine Trainer for the first reverse. Second would be Slowking waving in the rain, and our rare of the pack. And a Holo Arcaludon in the Mesa. And I say we're about halfway there. Slowpoke sleeping while the waves lap upon him. Larvitar running away from the explosion behind them. Professor Rowan's Research Trainer. Professor Rowan's Research Trainer. Carmine Trainer once again. A Briar Trainer. Of course, Minia Trainer. Bug Catching Set Trainer. An Amorous Trainer for the first reverse. Good lord. Almost every single one of those was a trainer. Oh my god. Okay. A Professor Rowan's Research Trainer. And I might as well say it. I've been meaning to. He's standing out in front of his lab. And for the rare of the pack. I swear if it's a full-out trainer, I'll just be beside myself. Okay. An Arcaludon in the Mesa once again. Black Belt's Training Trainer as he stands in that area in Gen 6. I can't remember the route off the top of my head. Professor Oak's Research Trainer. Oh, I fucking double clicked. Of course, it was an actual Pokemon too. I'll throw it up on screen real quick. Yes, this wonderful boy that I missed, unfortunately. Black Belt's Training Trainers, they stand on the side of Mount Chimney. Slowking waving in the rain once again. Diplin eyeing the candied apples at the festival. Techno Radar Trainer. Noctowl in the cave of the illuminated crystals for the first reverse, I believe. Second would be the Baneri sitting under the tree at the foot of the mountains for our Pokeball reverse. Second Pokeball reverse. And our rare of the pack is a very nice hollow iron boulder. Couple of packs to go. The Larvitar running away from the explosion. Eevee resting on the rock in the meadow. The Larvitar running away from the explosion. Sneasel coming out from the ruins. Hawlucha right outside of Geosinge Town. Heatran climbing the mountain as lava falls from their mouth. Crispin Trainer. Hippowdon rising up from the sands for our first reverse. Second would be another Amorous Trainer, this time a Pokeball. And our rare of the pack is the Espeon resting on the couch. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out his last pack, best pack, or not. If you want details on our rules, there's a video linked below. It's an easy, hard shot at it because, you know, Prismatic has terrible pull rates, but because Prismatic has terrible pull rates, we didn't see anything fancy so far, so we just gotta get lucky. Furfrou right outside the gate to the mansion in Gen 6. Black Belt's training trainer on the side of Mount Chimney. Duraludon in the Mesa. Duskull floating into the dense jungle. A Crispin Trainer once again. Bug catching set trainer. A Lacy Trainer in front of the DLC wall. Hawlucha running around Geosinge Town for our first reverse. Second would be the Espeon resting on the couch. And our rare of the pack. The hollow Whimsicott flying high above the trees and the river. Which is obviously going to be another no for last pack, best pack, everybody. Well, if you want to hear me have about some more cards, there are daily uploads around here, some days more, so there's plenty of other openings already on the channel. Alrighty, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.